Gemini, welcome back. Welcome to those of you that are new. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. We're using the Modern Witch deck for our weekly read, and we'll also pull one of the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of cards. Let's start over with that, huh? This is a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. And it's general, so if it doesn't resonate, it's probably just not your energy I'm picking up on. Don't try to force the fit, okay? There are lots of great readers on YouTube, and your message may be coming through someone else this week. I apologize for a bit of a thing with my throat. It's a little dry this time of year. It's just a few more cards for Gemini, please. Three more. There's three. All right. So we've got a couple of energies here that also appeared in the Taurus reading. What's standing out to me, there are a couple of nines. Nines is integration, returning to the self. Maybe you're feeling more in touch with who you are after feeling kind of not quite yourself lately. We have progression from 9 to 10. That's, you know, moving toward a completion. We have a couple here, but they're in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse is moodiness, kind of coldness. The Queen in reverse is insecurity, dependence, martyrdom. This isn't a good anything, right? This really isn't good anything. This is a bad scene. This is really kind of the baser, more negative portions of life experience. I do get the sense it's a couple and things aren't going well. You could be embodying all of this in yourself, Gemini. You could be moody and insecure. You could be feeling like a martyr. You could be incredibly cold right now, not your normal compassionate self. Usually in that space, what makes us there, gets us to that space, relationship issues. So if not romantic relationships, then perhaps professional relationships. Usually it's something intimate though, because to be so deeply in that negative space of emotion, the less pleasant parts of emotional experience of being human, it has to do with some intimate connection that's not going well. So I kind of get the sense this week that there's a relationship that is not going well. The Nine of Pentacles tells me perhaps that it's ending, because this is really, you know, financially stable, happily single energy in the Nine of Pentacles. This card is, you know, you're being rewarded. Sometimes it's about luxury. Sometimes it's about being justifiably pleased with yourself. But the imagery here is quite nice. You see this person out in the garden taking care of the plants, growing their fortune all on their own. Little bird on the head there, you know, for guidance. But it could just be that you're in a funk, you know, change of seasons, and you just don't feel well emotionally. But intuitively, I see an intimate connection here that's not going well. potentially coming to an end, if not just a break, and you actually happy with that end because you feel quite pleased on your own, quite satisfied with your ability to be on your own, and happy to be free of that feeling, right? The Nine of Wands is very resilient energy. You're used to fighting battles. You've fought lots of battles. You can take another one. Yeah, sure, you're tired. You're a little beat up from the experience. But you've got the tenacity to continue fighting if you need to fight. The Emperor energy is fantastic. You know, as you're coming into the later part of the week, you're in control. This tends to be a masculine energy. It is, you know, kind of the archetypal father energy sometimes. Not so much in this deck. In this deck, I think it's more about you're in control. You are the authority. You've got some structure back into your life that maybe you've been missing lately. And the Ten of Pentacles is generational wealth. This is building a financial security and stability for yourself, for those you care about, for your family, you know, for generations. So it doesn't get much better than that from a financial perspective. It can also mean improving health. The Pentacles are about the physical reality of this life, so it's a pretty great outcome. And I don't want to say it's because this relationship ends, but it might have something to do with that. I think you've been struggling with this for a while, whatever this is. Things are really getting better this week. And it's because of your efforts, and it's because of your tenacious spirit and your ability not to back down from a fight. Yeah, it looks pretty good, Gemini. Let's look at, I mean, yes, this is sad that this didn't work out, but frankly, I think you're better off without this, whatever this is. Let's look at the Enchanted Map Oracle for you. We'll pull a card. One last bit of advice here. Solitude. Number 13 breaks down to a 4. 4 is about stability and foundation, feeling rootedness, right? The solitude also kind of comes to mind here for me, the Nine of Pentacles, and that singlehood. Being happily single. Let's look up the meaning for the card number 13, solitude. 13 may be a relevant number for you. I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. Meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. So if you are able to get away, if you're able to take a few days off, sounds like that might be a good thing. If you have a special place you like to go on your own, where you can rest and rejuvenate, it seems like this would be a great week for that. You know, it's a little hard to get away on short notice, but if you have the opportunity, it might be useful to just forget about this whole thing for a while. Kind of just focus on you. Yeah. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. It is always my honor to do so. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Blessings.